சுத்தமாகி அறிவதற்கு அரியதான பொருளதாகி தொண்டர்களின் குருவுமாகி தூய்மையான தெய்வமாகி அண்டமாகி அறிவதற்கு அரியதான பொருளதாகி தொண்டர்களின் குருவுமாகி தூய்மையான தெய்வமாகி திசையெட்டும் போற்றுகின்ற என் ஐயன் ஈசனவன் திடமுடைய நித்யானந்தன் தினமும் என் சிரசை காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. ஆதிசிவன் மைந்தனவன் ஆனந்தமாய் நெற்றி காக்க ஆறுமுக வேலவனோ இருநுதலை இசைந்து காக்க ஆதிசிவன் மைந்தனவன் ஆனந்தமாய் நெற்றி காக்க ஆறுமுக வேலவனோ இருநுதலை இசைந்து காக்க ஜோதியான தனிகை ஈசன் நித்யானந்தன் விழியை காக்க நாதனாம் நித்யானந்தன் நயமுடன் நாசி காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. செவி இரண்டும் சிறப்புடனே சிவகாமி செல்வன் காக்க வாயை வேலவன் காக்க நாப்பல் முழுதும் நித்யன் காக்க செவி இரண்டும் சிறப்புடனே சிவகாமி செல்வன் காக்க வாயை வேலவன் காக்க நாப்பல் முழுதும் நித்யன் காக்க கருப்பை தன்னை கந்தன் நித்யன் கருணையுடன் காக்க பின்னர் பிடரி தன்னை பிரியமுடன் சிவ நித்யானந்தன் காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. திருமகனின் மருமகனோ மகிழ்ந்து காக்க மார்பினை மறுத்திடாமல் மருதமலை நாதன் காக்க முழங்கைதனை முன்னிருந்து நித்ய சண்முகன் காக்க முழங்கைதனை முன்னிருந்து நித்ய சண்முகன் காக்க 12 கையை கொண்டு பிணியெல்லாம் நித்யன் தீர்க்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. முன்கை தன்னை முகிழ்ந்து காக்க கைத்தலத்தை மால் மருகன் நித்ய சுப்பிரமணியன் காக்க உமை மைந்தன் உறுதியாக முன்கை தன்னை முகிழ்ந்து காக்க கைத்தலத்தை மால் மருகன் நித்ய சுப்பிரமணியன் காக்க பொறிக்கரம் விரல்கள் 10 பாங்குடனே புறம் கையும் பின்முதுகும் பின்னவனோ பிணி இல்லாமலை காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. தேவி மைந்தன் தாளினையும் இருமுழங்காலும் காக்க தொடையோடு கணைக்கால் தனை கைலை செல்வன் கணிந்து காக்க தேவி மைந்தன் தாளினையும் இருமுழங்காலும் காக்க தொடையோடு கணைக்கால் தனை கைலை செல்வன் கணிந்து காக்க நேருடை பாடிரெண்டும் நித்யானந்த ஈசன் காக்க சீரிய புதிக்கால் தன்னை குரு நித்யானந்தன் காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே விடுதிநாதன் பாதத்தோடு 10 விரலும் பறிந்து காக்க காலையோ கருத்தினோடு கௌரி நந்தனன் காக்க விடுதிநாதன் பாதத்தோடு 10 விரலும் பறிந்து காக்க காலையோ கருத்தினோடு கௌரி நந்தனன் காக்க மெய்யுடன் முழுதும் ஆதி விமல நித்யானந்தன் காக்க தெய்வநாயக விசாகன் தினமும் என் நெஞ்சை காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே மண்ணிலும் மரத்தின் மீதும் மலையிலும் நெருப்பின் மீதும் தண்ணீரை ஜலத்தின் மீதும் சாரிசை ஊர்த்தி மீதும் மண்ணிலும் மரத்தின் மீதும் மலையிலும் நெருப்பின் மீதும் தண்ணீரை ஜலத்தின் மீதும் சாரிசை ஊர்த்தி மீதும் விண்ணிலும் பிலத்தின் உள்ளும் வேறு எந்த இடத்தும் என்னை நன்னி வந்து அருளார் நித்யானந்தன் வேல் காக்க காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே தொல்வினைகள் சூழ்ந்தென்னை தொல்லை செய்யாமல் காக்க கஷ்டமே நிறைந்திட்ட கர்ம வினையில்லாமல் காக்க தொல்வினைகள் சூழ்ந்தென்னை தொல்லை செய்யாமல் காக்க கஷ்டமே நிறைந்திட்ட கர்ம வினையில்லாமல் காக்க சித்தமலம் ஒடுங்கி எங்கள் சித்த சுத்தி செய்து காக்க ஸ்ரத்தையோடு வணங்க எம்மை சிவனர் மைந்தன் காக்க காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே சித்தர்கள் போற்றுகின்ற ஞான சித்தி தந்து காக்க சிவானந்த தேனில் எம்மை திளைத்திடவே செய்து காக்க சித்தர்கள் போற்றுகின்ற ஞான சித்தி தந்து காக்க சிவானந்த தேனில் எம்மை திளைத்திடவே செய்து காக்க 10 திக்கு தோறும் எனை பறந்து வந்து ஐயன் காக்க பற்றுதலை பற்றறுத்து பரமனை பற்ற காக்க 10 திக்கு தோறும் எனை பறந்து வந்து ஐயன் காக்க பற்றுதலை பற்றறுத்து பரமனை பற்ற காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே பிறப்பினோடு இறப்பினையும் பெயர்ந்து நித்ய நித்யா காத்திடுவாய். பிறவாமை என்கின்ற பெரும் வரம் நீ தந்திடுவாய். பிறப்பினோடு இறப்பினையும் பெயர்ந்து நித்யா காத்திடுவாய். பிறவாமை என்கின்ற பெருவரம் நீ தந்திடுவாய். சம்ஸ்காரங்கள் கடந்து ஆன்ம ஞானம் தந்து காக்க சரணடைந்தோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகனே. நித்தம் காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே. அண்டமாகி அறிவதற்கு அரியதான பொருளதாகி தொண்டர்களின் குருவுமாகி தூய்மையான தெய்வமாகி. அண்டமாகி அறிவதற்கு அரியதான பொருளதாகி தொண்டர்களின் குருவுமாகி தூய்மையான தெய்வமாகி. திசையெட்டும் போற்றுகின்ற என் ஐயன் ஈசனவன் திடமுடைய நித்யானந்தன் தினமும் என் சிரசை காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே. ஆதிசிவன் மைந்தனவன் ஆனந்தமாய் நெற்றி காக்க ஆறுமுக வேலவனோ இருநுதலை இசைந்து காக்க. ஆதிசிவன் மைந்தனவன் ஆனந்தமாய் நெற்றி காக்க ஆறுமுக வேலவனோ இருநுதலை இசைந்து காக்க. ஜோதியான தணிகை ஈசன் நித்யானந்தன் விழியை காக்க. நாதனாம் நித்யானந்தன் நயமுடன் நாசி காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே. செவி இரண்டும் சிறப்புடனே சிவகாமி செல்வன் காக்க. வாயை வேலவன் காக்க நாப்பல் முழுதும் நித்யன் காக்க. செவி இரண்டும் சிறப்புடனே சிவகாமி செல்வன் காக்க. வாயை வேலவன் காக்க நாப்பல் முழுதும் நித்யன் காக்க. கருப்பை தன்னை கந்தன் நித்யன் கருணையுடன் காக்க. பின்னர் பிடரி தன்னை பிரியமுடன் சிவ நித்யானந்தன் காக்க. நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா. காக்க காக்கவே. திருமகனின் மருமகனோ மகிழ்ந்து காக்க. மார்பினை மறுத்திடாமல் மருதமலை நாதன் காக்க. முழங்கைதனை முன்னிருந்து நித்ய சண்முகன் காக்க. முழங்கைதனை முன்னிருந்து நித்ய சண்முகன் காக்க. 12 கையை கொண்டு பிணியெல்லாம் நித்யன் தீர்க்க. நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. முன்கை தன்னை முகிழ்ந்து காக்க கைத்தலத்தை மால் மருகன் நித்ய சுப்பிரமணியன் காக்க உமை மைந்தன் உறுதியாக முன்கை தன்னை முகிழ்ந்து காக்க கைத்தலத்தை மால் மருகன் நித்ய சுப்பிரமணியன் காக்க பொறிக்கரம் விரல்கள் பத்தும் பாங்குடனே புறம் கையும் பின்முதுகும் பின்னவனோ பிணி இல்லாமலை காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. தேவி மைந்தன் தாளினையும் இருமுழங்காலும் காக்க தொடையோடு கணைக்கால் தனை கைலை செல்வன் கணிந்து காக்க தேவி மைந்தன் தாளினையும் இருமுழங்காலும் காக்க தொடையோடு கணைக்கால் தனை கைலை செல்வன் கணிந்து காக்க நேருடை பாடிரெண்டும் நித்யானந்த ஈசன் காக்க சீரிய புதிக்கால் தன்னை குரு நித்யானந்தன் காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. விடுதிநாதன் பாதத்தோடு 10 விரலும் பறிந்து காக்க காலையோ கருத்தினோடு கௌரி நந்தனன் காக்க விடுதிநாதன் பாதத்தோடு 10 விரலும் பறிந்து காக்க காலையோ கருத்தினோடு கௌரி நந்தனன் காக்க மெய்யுடன் முழுதும் ஆதி விமல நித்யானந்தன் காக்க தெய்வநாயக விசாகன் தினமும் என் நெஞ்சை காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. மண்ணிலும் மரத்தின் மீதும் மலையிலும் நெருப்பின் மீதும் தண்ணீரை ஜலத்தின் மீதும் சாரிசை ஊர்த்தி மீதும் மண்ணிலும் மரத்தின் மீதும் மலையிலும் நெருப்பின் மீதும் தண்ணீரை ஜலத்தின் மீதும் சாரிசை ஊர்த்தி மீதும் விண்ணிலும் பிலத்தின் உள்ளும் வேறு எந்த இடத்தும் என்னை நன்னி வந்து அருளார் நித்யானந்தன் வேல் காக்க காக்க நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே நித்ய சண்முகா நின்னை பற்றினோம் நித்யானந்த சண்முகா காக்க காக்கவே. தொல்வினைகள் சூழ்ந்தென்னை தொல்லை செய்யாமல் காக்க கஷ்டமே நிறைந்திட்ட கர்ம வினை இல்லாமல் காக்க தொல்வினைகள் சூழ்ந்தென்னை தொல்லை செய்யாமல் காக்க கஷ்டமே நிறைந்திட்ட கர்ம வினை இல்லாமல் காக்க சித்தமலம் ஒடுங்கி எங்கள் சித்த சுத்தி செய்து காக்க ஸ்ரத்தையோடு வணங்க எம்மை சிவனர் மைந்தன் காக்க காக்க
Paramashivoham.
Yes. So now you can relax and you can verify your power manifestation. Measure the weight of the object now. The initial measurement that you have taken of the two objects, and after the power manifestation, again take the measurement. Please note down the change of the weight. You can put your revelations. What was what weight change of weight you noticed during your power manifestation? You can put it in the Zoom chat. Meanwhile, when you are measuring the weight of the objects and noticing the change, let's move on to the next segment, where Swamiji will be revealing the truths about the agitational gratification and delayed gratification. How you cognize the life, whether you place your cognitions based on imperishable or perishable, that determines your life. How whether you are becoming agitated in everything that you do, or you are becoming peaceful in whatever you do. And whether you cognize life to be very short or life to be long. How you cognize makes you agitated or peaceful. So let's hear directly from Bhagavan himself as he reveals these great truths. So let's hear. Meanwhile, you can share your power manifestation measurement on the Zoom chat. So let's hear from Bhagavan.
The Isavasya Upanishads, 11th verse. Please recite along with me. Recite. Sambhudim cha vinasam cha yastat vedopayaggusa vinasena Mrityam Tirtva Sambodhyamritamashnude. Listen. Understand. Cognize your existence. Cognize the existence of the life, universe, God, everything with a larger vision. Listen. Why you do what you do, why you think the way you think, should be based on larger vision of life, not just a immediate agitation gratification. Please understand, all your so-called luxury, the sensory pleasures, are agitation gratification. Please understand. The agitation you feel in the tongue, you gratify it with the food which destroys your health but gives you temporary gratification. Please understand. In Agama, Mahadeva describes what is taste. If your whole tongue and the mouth experiences the saliva, that is taste. That will never happen by the food which gives you the pleasure of agitational gratification. Please understand. High spicy or this junk food, all this if you see, it will not allow the whole mouth to work. If you look little deep, even you know all this junk food, after eating, within 3-4 minutes, you are depressed, tired, bored, want to sleep. How many of you have recognized the immediate effect of junk food on your body? Raise your hand. That is what is agitational gratification. I can give you some more. I'll give you some more example. The music which agitates your lust and gives you gratification. The scenes like a pornography which agitates you and gratifies you. The vulgar, hardcore pornography which agitates you and gratifies you. Whether it is through the eyes or ears or the nose or the tongue or the touch, the agitational gratification items will always be short-term gold with a very short vision. If you see the agitational gratification items, you will not have even vision about your own 100 years lifespan. The more and more you expand your cognition of your lifespan, better and better your strategies for life become. Please understand, if you think you are going to live for 100 years, you know from the beginning how you are supposed to maintain your stomach, how you are supposed to maintain your body, how you are supposed to keep your mind. If you are too brilliant and understand, it is not just 100 years, it is going to be birth and death, then you know how you are supposed to keep everything. Agitational gratification. Understand, today I am using a new word. If you look in and analyze, a little bit of looking in is required. Look in and analyze. All your short-term goals will be agitational gratification, which agitates you and gratifies you. Even laziness. Early morning. How you are breathing and life, that decides how you are going to be whole day. The morning kirtan. Why this kirtan, you know? Two reasons. One, when you sing and dance, the joy becomes your biomemory, muscle memory. Second, you will have a strong, long breath. Morning having a strong, long breath is very good for your health. That is why I saw a few people who are sitting and waiting for the breakfast to be served. Understand, these two words, agitation gratification, delayed gratification. When you think you are going to exist only this 20-25 years which is in front of your eyes, you will always opt for only agitational gratification things. Now, what next? If you understand, your life 100 years, your life is 100 years. Your pleasures, pain also will transform. It will take a different shape. And if you understand, you have many births and deaths in front of you, your ideas about pleasure will change, your ideas about pain will change, your life will not be hormonally hijacked. This hormonal hijack, understand the word I am using, hormones hijacking you, is one of the worst thing can happen to human being. When the hormones hijack you, gone. Before even you open your eyes, life is over. I always tell people, marriage is the bailable offense and child is unbailable, non-bailable offense. Marriage is bailable. Anytime you can get bail and escape. Once you have a kid, non-bailable. It's non-bailable. Anyhow, that is much the lighter note. Listen, we don't even need to look into those things. At least look into these two words, agitational gratification and delayed gratification. Anything which makes you get into this agitational gratification is the mental setup based on perishable. Means you are worshipping perishable. When you are worshipping perishable, you are bound to be perished. You are planning to get perished. Then don't try to cry when the perishing happens to you. Because you planned for it. You asked for it. You worked for it. You are having it. Why are you crying when you get it? If you worked for name and fame, you will have it. If you worked for money, you will have it. If you worked for love, you will have it. What for you worked, you will have that. If you worked with the perishable, understanding, worshipping the perishable, you will perish. The agitational gratification, whether it is food or sound or visual or smelling or the touch in any sense, even imagination, the mind, which is totality of all these five, in any level, if agitational gratification is your goal, if that is what you perceive as pleasure, if that is what you perceive as the goal of life, please understand you are worshipping perishable. And you are bound to be destroyed. Whether it's a taste or touch or seeing or smelling or listening, in everything, if you are functioning based on the principle of delayed gratification, means a long-term vision about you and about what is pleasure and what is pain. Actually, when you have a true understanding, a right understanding about you, even the quality of food you enjoy will become different. The quality of visual you enjoy will become different. The quality of music you enjoy will become different. The quality of smell you enjoy will become different. The type of the touch you enjoy will become different. It will all be based on delayed gratification. See, I'll give you the science of parasite. Whenever you go through the intense flood of hormones and chemicals, for example, hunger, or feeling very horny, lusty, or feeling frightened, terrorized, whether you feel lusty, sexually driven, horny, or frightened, terrorized, or hungry, all these three is just flood of hormones and chemicals inside you. Whenever the hormones and chemicals are flooded inside you, the womb, mother component for the parasites to be born is created. The egg, garbha, for the parasites to be born is created. The good news is you can live without letting the parasites happen in you. But if you decide to dump food the moment you feel hungry, your action is the male component, sperm inserted into that egg. Your actions going with the flow pattern of the hormones and chemicals in you, your actions are male component added to the female component, parasite is born. Your actions are the male component required for the parasite to be born in you. The chemicals and hormones make the womb, egg, female component for parasites. Your deluded actions, going with the flow of the hormones and chemicals, those actions are male component for the parasites to be born. When they both happen, when they both meet, parasites are born in you. Listen. Never eat the moment you are hungry. Bring eating to a very clear, conscious flow. I give you the best practice. Eat only once a day. Listen to every line. Eat only once a day. At least within next 6 months, come to this practice. Raise yourself. Eat only once a day. Keep everything you want to eat before the puja. Offer everything to Paramashiva and Guru in the puja. All this has a reason. Because when you eat only once, your whole body will feel the hunger. Even though you are feeling hungry and the food is in front of you, you cannot eat immediately because you have to do the puja. Whole thing has to be offered to Paramashiva. The delayed gratification will happen. So the agitated parasites will not get strengthened by your repeated actions of fulfilling them whenever they trigger you. See, when the parasites are born, they get strengthened by triggering you and making you act on the same pattern. Listen. Only once in 24 hours you are going to eat means the whole body will be hungry. Even though the body is hungry, your parasites are triggered and the parasites are triggering the not just hunger, anger, and the food is there in front, but you can't eat because you have to now do the puja and offer the whole thing to the deity. And finally you have to eat. The whole boiling, triggering of the parasite, the whole thing will happen and settle down. Your eating will not strengthen the patterns your parasites trigger in you. Delayed gratification will kill the parasites and the patterns triggered by the parasite. A person who does delayed gratification lives healthy, long. Lives healthy, long. Because the parasites in him can't trigger patterns in him. I tell you, don't think hunger triggers only the commands to get food and eat. No. The hunger triggers the kind of irritation which is responsible for almost every bad thing happening in the society. I tell you, 99% of the time, people who are fighting are hungry, triggered by hunger pattern. Annadana is the best strategy. I have always seen, whenever the people come to visit me, guests, I tell them first feed them, give them food, then I will meet them. So the meeting will always be pleasant. They will be in the mood to listen to what I am saying. There will be beautiful communication. When the parasites sitting inside your muscle memory starts triggering you and you exactly obey, do what the parasites are telling you, that becomes a strong pattern and the parasites get strengthened. Parasites get strengthened. I tell you, life is a beautiful gambling. Either it can make you God or it can just destroy you. It is how you play. Life is neither good nor bad. It's how you play. If you allow the parasites to take decisions for you, be very clear, then you are planning for the success of the parasites, not you. And parasites do not take the responsibility for all the happenings of your life externally, good, bad, right, wrong. It's only you who need to take the responsibility for the good, bad, right, wrong. It's you who is going to enjoy or suffer, not the parasites which is hiding inside your muscle memory. They just continue to suck you and make you believe parasites and the patterns generated by parasites are you. They will literally take over your identity. Understand? When I open my third eye, I burn your parasites, not you. But you always say, oh, Swamiji is so ferocious. Hey, I am ferocious on your parasite, not on you. I love you. When I show my ferociousness, I make a loud statement, I love you. And I am burning your parasite. If you try to burn it on your own, you may take births and births. If you allow me to burn it, I can finish it in few days. I am telling you. Make these simple things. Make one meal a day as a life. That also keep everything ready. The smell, hot food, fresh food. And naturally all the patterns, parasites, everything will be triggered inside you. You'll be already hungry and the smell of the food, but you can't eat because you have to do the puja now. Once you keep everything ready. The delayed gratification. So after the puja, if you eat, you will eat exactly what you need, how much you need. The whole process of eating will not tire you, it will empower you. I tell you, the most healthiest people who live for a long time, healthily, I have seen in my life, all of them, 100%, whether my grandmother or Kanchi Paramacharya. My grandmother lived 103. Another one grandmother lived 106. My grandfather lived more than 90. And Kanchi Paramacharya lived 100 years. Just I think few months less than 100 years. All of them whom I have seen who lived long, all of them had one lifestyle. Less food or no food. Very less eating. They built the body systematically from the young age itself to live with minimum food, minimum quantity of food. Their food was very subtle, like breathing or liquid. Paramacharya will fast for days continuously. In my family, everyone lived quite a long time. Other than my father, everyone lived such long number of years. Because all of them had this habit of fasting for Paramashiva. Listen, this is also one of the reasons why there are sculptures about sex before you enter the temple in Gajraho, or many temples. Almost all temples will have sexually explicit sculpture before you enter the temple. It's like delayed gratification. You have come to the temple. There are multiple reasons. One, that is the way that proper right sex education was preserved and presented to generations in Hindu tradition. And second, you are sexually triggered, but you can't act out. Now you have to go to the temple inside and do puja. Even if you are in a hurry, it will take hours. You have to go to temple and do puja and return the home, come back to the home, or you stay, only then you can find your husband or wife or partner, whatever. By the time the delayed gratification will happen, your patterns, your parasites cannot become powerful due to your actions. If you listen to my instruction and practice only one meal a day, that also all the food you are supposed to eat, you will keep it ready and start the puja. By the time you start the puja, literally all your parasites will be triggered, microbes will be triggered. They will all be passing commands inside you. Hey, do this, do. And everything will be triggered. But you are silently supposed to sit and do puja. Bhadyam samarpayami. By the time you finish the puja and start eating, all that patterns will settle down, and beautifully the delayed gratification will happen. Your eating will not strengthen your parasites, microbes, and the patterns triggered by them. If you understand this, you will also understand why the sexually explicit sculptures outside the temple. Because when you see them, you will be triggered, but you can't act now. You have to go inside the temple and do puja. So the parasite and the patterns triggered by parasites will just melt down. Your action will not strengthen the parasites and the patterns triggered by the parasite. This will empower you. This will empower you. Self-destructive mechanism. Self-destructive mechanism. Understand what is it you are looking in your life. What is it you feel as the goal of your life? What is it that you strongly believe will fulfill your life? That is what you are worshipping. That is what you are worshipping. Upanishad very clearly declares, whatever you worship, you will attain that. Whatever you worship, you will attain that. Upanishad is not judging you here. It is not saying you should not be worshipping something lower, you should be only worshipping something higher. No. Upanishad is not talking about that. It's only reminding you the highest law of existence. Please understand, always the absolute teaching is not telling you what to do or what not to do, but just reminding you what is. Reminding you what is will automatically make you what you need to do. Upanishads have nothing to do with vidhi, nisheda, do's and don'ts. It has nothing to do with vidhi, nisheda, do's, don'ts. It just reminds you the ultimate truth. It just reminds you the ultimate possibility. It just reminds you what is the truth. It just reminds you whatever is ultimate. It just reminds you the reality. Look in. Find out what you are worshipping. Is it power? Is it money? Is it name and fame? Or is it the enlightenment, the conscious awakening? Look in and find out what are you worshipping. Look in and realize what are you worshipping. Please understand, even if you try to look in, find out what are you worshipping. Even if you look in, see what are you worshipping. Even if you look in, try to feel what are you worshipping. The very looking in evolve your perception. Understand? Evolving the perception. Evolving the perception is all this verse expects to cause in you. Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham.
So I request all the participants to share their understanding on this powerful truths, where Swamiji in detail described how to strategize for your life. Are you functioning through agitational gratification or delayed gratification? Delayed gratification. So when you cognize these truths, you'll know how to strategize for your life. Are you planning for your life for the short term? Are you planning for long term? For many of us. So please, I request all the participants to share their understanding in their own terms. So I hope all of you have taken the notes from this video where Swamiji revealed. So please take a few minutes as you share your understanding. Meanwhile, we'll be moving into the internalization exercise to internalize these great truths on agitational and delayed gratification. So, when you think you are going to exist only for 20, 30, or 25 years, which is in front of your eyes, you will always opt for only agitational gratification. Means the things like you'll run for money, fame, name, love, and what next? So whenever you are enjoying what you consider as pleasure, look in. You are agitated or you are peaceful. So whatever you consider as pleasure in your life, look into it. Are you agitated or you are peaceful? Are you enjoying or you are agitated? Are you grasping or you're grabbing? Look in. So whether you are tasting a food or seeing some visual, listening to music or enjoying a small smell, look into you. Look in, look within. Are you agitated or are you in the mood of peace and enjoying? Are you celebrating or what you are agitatively pushing it? So this is going to be our first step. So let's take a few minutes, look into your life and pen down. Yes. So now let's move on to the second step, second exercise. Are you cognizing yourself and strategizing your life on perishable, or you're cognizing yourself and strategizing your life on imperishable? See, the moment you start cognizing yourself as perishable, you will become perishable. When you start cognizing and strategizing your life on imperishable, you will become imperishable. So look into your life and see how you're cognizing and strategizing your life. Is it based on perishable or imperishable? Pen down all the cognitions that you carry for this. So let's begin. So let's move on to the third and the final exercise of this segment. Now sit with yourself and cognize what all is perishable, inauthentic ambitions in you. What all imperishable, authentic, conscious manifestation in you. So make a clear distinction between these two. Pen down. Don't be afraid. You may suddenly find there is nothing authentic in you. Everything is just perishable, inauthentic. Even then, don't be afraid of that. Everything being inauthentic is not something wrong, but you are living it without recognizing it. That is wrong. So drop everything you discover as perishable, authentic. Nothing wrong. So this whole exercise is about recognizing the perishable in you and then changing your cognition on imperishable. So let's begin. So now all of you can relax. I hope all of you have penned down and recognized what is imperishable and what is perishable in you, what you have cognized in your life. Based on that, you can start planning your strategizing your life. That's why it is really important to do the internalization exercise sincerely, actively. So now we're moving on to the next segment, where Swamiji will be revealing about the Vatavarna, or the ambience to detox. The bioenergy is living with the Guru. The ambience, why? What is the importance of the ambience to detox the bioenergy? So let's hear from Bhagavan himself.
Understand? Handful of clay can never be separated from all the clay exists in the cosmos. Bones you are having can never be separated from the bone material of the cosmos. Listen carefully. Handful of clay cannot be separated from the clay matter of the cosmos. The bones you have cannot be separated from the bone material of the cosmos. The body you have cannot be separated from the body material of the cosmos, Prakriti. The body matter of the cosmos is called Prakriti, nature. The will you have, with which you torture yourself 24 hours with self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, whether this is right, that is right, did I get justice, am I getting my share, or am I being cheated, the other person does not do that but gets this, I do this but I don't get, with all the drama. Actually it will be good to be beaten up by the right opponent, but it is so bad beating yourself down and destroying. Mostly, I can say 99.99%, you beat yourself and destroy. If you are really beaten up by the good opponent, you will become eternal like a Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Hiranyakasipu, Hiranyaksha. You will become eternal in the history. They have been beaten up by the right opponents. You are not going to become part of the history, don't worry. Because you are beating up yourself. Now listen to the truth. Even though you are using your will 24 hours willfully to beat up yourself, it cannot be separated from Sadashiva's will. Listen. Listen. Even if you throw tantrum, you can't be kicked out of the house. Even if you throw tantrum, you can't be kicked out of the house. Akbar can kick somebody out of his kingdom, but Sadashiva cannot kick anybody out of his kingdom. Listen, the identity you feel about you, breathe in, breathe out, that as Mahasadashiva's individual will. Understand? Remember, his will is only vibrating as your will. It is not meditation technique. It is powerful cognition. People who decided to do right made their life pleasant. People who went after pleasant never got right. What is pleasant? Your logic getting convinced it's right. Who is your logic? Fundamentally your enemy. How he is going to convince? When he is going to be convinced? Once you are thoroughly, irreparably destroyed. Understand? Doing right. Doing right. It is all about right. Listen. Listen the logic with which you beat yourself. I'll give you a simple understanding. Slow down coming to conclusions. If morning coffee is missing, I know my Rahu has changed, my Ketu has gone out, and my Buddha is standing upside down, and my Guru is turned back on me, and my Chandesha has started. That is why coffee is not right. Stop coming to self-beating conclusions constantly. Reduce the speed of being stupid. No, really. Most of you don't need much big problems. Coffee is not good, is enough. You will call, I think my Surya has gone out, my Chandra is standing upside down, my Rahu is standing bush, bush, bush. My Ketu is coming near me, my Shani went to the cow and spoiled the milk. My Shukra entered my wife's mind and stopped the sugar level. See, mark this one line. Stop coming to stupid conclusions. Reduce the speed of coming to stupid conclusions. Listen. All self-beating conclusions of logic is Vega, and powerful cognitions are Viveka. That's all. All self-destructive cognitions, self-destructive conclusions, beating yourself by yourself. Reduce the speed of it. Reduce the speed of stupidity. You can reduce. It is not mandatory to be stupid on the planet Earth. Even though due to your stupidity you assumed the human body and came to planet Earth, it is not mandatory you have to continue to be stupid to be in the planet Earth. The self-beating pattern, antidote for that is my will with which I am creating hell for me cannot be separated from Sadashiva's will. So let me breathe his will into my will, and such grand will in front of his will, this will cannot play big game. Breathe in and breathe out the individuality of Parashiva. You will see your will just withers away into his will. It is not technique. No, it is powerful cognition. Understand? Yes. How can my will be separate from his will? No. It cannot be. He is a Yagabhoga Swarupi. He is the only man alive in the cosmos. Everyone else is Prakriti, matter. He is the only Purusha. He is the only Swayam Prakasa. Nothing else can be Swayam Prakasa. Nothing else can be independently illumined. No. Then if something is alive in me, that is He. Remember, He is living through you. His will is the source of your will. It is not something to be meditated upon. Oh, my will, His will, Mama Sankalpam, Shiva Sankalpam. No. It is ferociously to be manifested. Yes. Only His will is my will. Then I cannot beat myself with my will. No. If His will is my will, that will is just my staff, ruling staff, Sengol. I cannot use that as a Todapakate and beat myself. No. If you are using your will and putting yourself down and destroying yourself, self-sabotaging, then you are using your will only as your Todapakate. No. Todapakates are different. Sengol is different. You cannot destroy yourself. All your emotions, awakened, agitated, goes through the ups, downs, gives you a kind of a pseudo feeling you are living your life without acting. That is one of the worst thing happened to humanity. When somebody cries in the screen, you are satisfied about crying. When somebody laughs in the screen, you are satisfied about laughing. When all the Navarasas needed to keep your blood alive, needed to keep you emotionally alive, you go through just with the 2D screen without getting involved. Understand, if you get involved, even if you cry, that will be completion. If you get involved and your whole body laughs, that will be an amazing ecstasy. Smiling only through the lips, expressing the joy only through the lips, means you are trained buffalo. Now, unfortunately, going through all the ups and downs, in the screen itself, without moving out of the couch. I have seen people, just by watching the workout videos, they feel satisfied they are going to build the body. Life has no remote control. Get up and change. Life has no remote control. Get up and change. We finish living life by remote control itself, just through remote control. Crores of years before, now sitting here to have a big breakthrough from consciousness to superconsciousness. Understand, other than that, I do not see anything. I do not see your age, your body, your mind, your background, who you are not, your qualification, nothing matters. Nothing is useful for me, and nothing is useful for the cosmos. It is all child play. The castles built in the beach by the kids in the sand while they are playing is no way useful for you to live. All the castles all of you can build together is no way useful for me. Listen intensely. All the time you spend from amoeba to fish, fish to monkey, monkey to man, and man to my presence. Let's have a conscious breakthrough, recognizing this as your purpose. The moment you recognize this as your purpose, conscious breakthrough starts. The superconscious breakthrough starts. Decide to recognize this as your purpose. Do not wait for your mind to be convinced. Listen, if you are waiting for your mind to be convinced and you want to start the journey, you are waiting for the waves to settle down to take bath in the ocean. If you are waiting for your mind to be convinced to have a conscious breakthrough, you are not going to achieve it. You just have to take a step and break from the mind. That is what is conscious breakthrough. Now, if you are waiting for your consciousness to be convinced, this is your purpose. Manifesting Sadashiva is your purpose. Your consciousness is never going to be convinced or giving you permission. You decide and understand this is my purpose and have a breakthrough. That breakthrough is what I call will persistence. That breakthrough is what I call will persistence. With will persistence, decide manifesting Sadashivatva. Manifesting Sadashiva is my life. Becoming Sadashiva is my purpose. Do not wait for your mind or consciousness to be convinced. If you are waiting for that, it is never going to happen. With your will persistence, decide to enter into Sadashivatva. If you want to become a doctor, practicing doctor, you have to be in hospital, no other way. If you want to become a practicing lawyer, not that the lawyer who tries to get the jamin from ocean, if you are really interested in practicing lawyer, you have to go to court every day. Where you sleep does not matter. During your waking hours, you have to be in court. If you want to be a doctor, where you sleep does not matter. But while you are awake, you have to be in hospital. Understand, each purpose needs specific vatavarana, ambience where R&D is mastered. research and development is mastered. I am telling you. Go to a. Understand? Vatavarana, ambience. Is required for any excellence. If you want to become a doctor, you have to go to medical college and hospital. If you want to become lawyer, you have to go to law college and court. Understand, anything you want to do, you have to go to that ambience. You have to master, expertise that ambience. You have to grow in that ambience. Every ingredient needed to build the subtle grooves of power manifestation in you will be revived, alive at the feet of the master. That is why, if you want enlightenment and power manifestation, you have to be in the Vatavarana of the master's feet. Only one thing can detox you from all the parasites sitting in your bioenergy living around the master. You need to see him constantly, how he behaves, how he lives, how his muscle memory is working, how his biomemory is working, how his bioenergy is working. Guru Seva is the only way the parasites in the bioenergy will be detoxed. Guru Seva is the most direct method of melting down all the parasites sitting inside your bioenergy. Nothing else can do it. Because bioenergy level means constantly your bioenergy need to be cleansed, detoxed, opened. Your bioenergy need to be opened, and Guru's initiation, Shakti Bhada, needs to be poured inside you. And you need to go on experiencing detox. You need to be detoxed continuously. Because the parasites sitting inside your bioenergy, you collected it for many janmas, multiple births you collected. You won't get rid of it just like that in one day, 2 days. I can give you a methodology, alternative for the Guru Seva, because Unfortunately, most of you can't live around me, at least as on now. Have the Atma Murthy, live with it whole day. When you wake up Atma Murthy. When you brush the teeth, brush him. After your bath, give him bath. Before you eat, give him food. Before you go to bed, put him to bed. Living with him can detox. All the parasites sitting in your bioenergy. You can get rid of all those parasites. Detox your bioenergy through living with Atmamurti. Atmamurti is your personal deity of Guru, your personal intimate version of Guru in the form of deity. Live with the deity. That can be a substitute as on now till you get the opportunity to live with Guru.
Yes. So as Swamiji has revealed, why the ambience, the Vatavarana is really important to manifest the ultimate. And we, and in the Zoom chat also, people have commented that actually they liked a lot. Ma Mahabhara has shared, my body is feeling better, happier, and many other very good comments are there. So with this, today we have come to the conclusion of Paramashivoham Level 2. And tomorrow, again, that is going to be the last day of this season. And it is going to be a Guru Purnima tomorrow. And Swamiji will be giving a special live darshan and various revelations on the Kailasa will be happening. So stay tuned and invite your friends, invite your families, invite the people whom you know, because tomorrow is going to be a very special day. So with this, we'll be finishing with the Pun Mantra. So let's bring our hands in Namaskar Mudra in front of our heart center as we finish. Nitya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nityanandam.
Thank you, Nithyanam.
Ananda